The Nintendo Switch 2 has officially been released, so now it's time for me to review it. This video serves as a way to answer any questions you may have about the Switch 2 and see if it is worth it for you. I will put timestamps in the description of this video so you can skip around and see something specifically. But anyway, let's begin. First of all, the color scheme is very different. Rather than the old blue and red, it is now a dark gray with blue and orange accents, which makes it look more premium and nicer. And the UI is virtually the same, but with a few tweaks that make it look even better. Unfortunately, there are still only 2 themes for now, but that may change in the future. Also, what's interesting is that if you plan on recording the Switch 2 with a capture card such as the Elgato Game Capture HD60S, the program will still recognize it as a regular Switch, which is cool because it eliminates the need for additional setup, but also pretty strange. Anyway, the graphics of the Switch 2 now support HDR, which makes the colors more vibrant. I definitely noticed the change in handheld mode, but in TV mode it didn't really make a difference to me. The sounds of the console have also been updated, which add a fresh flavor to everything. Even though they are different, they still sound nice. Now let's take a look at the newly added GameChat. All you have to do to activate it is just press the C button on the new Joy-Cons, or to press the C button on the home screen, which is useful if you're using a controller that doesn't have the C button on it. You can invite your friends to GameChat, however I can't show that right now because none of my friends have set it up yet. If you're worried about the system transfer feature, I can tell you it's not really that bad. You just have to do a few updates and then in like 30 minutes we'll do the transfer. Basically everything from the Switch 1 transfers over and almost none of it is deleted from your Switch 1 if something goes wrong. For example, it transfers all your photos and videos, your profiles, your parental controls, games, and save data. It's really easy to do, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. Now for the exterior stuff. Switch 2 is way bigger than the Switch 1 but even though the Switch 1 fits perfectly on my hands, the Switch 2 is also the same. It's really comfortable for me, and you can see some of the new design choices that Nintendo made to assure that, like adding more curvature to the new Joy-Cons. The control sticks on the new Joy-Cons are noticeably pressed down more and there is more fluid in rotation, which is great. The new Joy-Con grip, however, is a downgrade for me. It is way less comfortable for someone who is used to the old grip because the old one wraps around the Joy-Cons, but the new one just hangs off the side, which makes it difficult to play. If you have the original Joy-Cons, you can pair them with the Switch 2 in TV mode so you can play the Switch 2 with the original Joy-Con, which is great for people like me who don't really like the new grip. If you don't have the original Joy-Cons and also don't like the new grip, you could either buy the official Switch 2 Pro controller or get something third-party like Power A. The game cartridge slot is also changed, although I view this unnecessary as this just makes it harder to put the games in, but it's not that big of a deal because it's still pretty easy to do it. All in all, I would say the Switch 2 is worth it for being a nice upgrade from the original and having access to new and improved games. If you don't really care for the lost titles, you could just wait for more games to come out and hopefully a price drop. If you like new features and games, you should definitely get it. Otherwise, I would say you should wait a little bit more. But anyway, that's all for this video. If you liked it, then leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.